Well, what is going on, everybody? John here with SoCal Outdoor Adventure. It's great to be back with you. So it's a Wednesday night, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to go ahead and make for dinner tonight. Well, I decided to go ahead and do one of my favorite type of meals that I like to make when I'm on the trail, but this time I'm going to do it here at home. I'm going to do a breakfast at home. So this is going to be a breakfast for dinner, if you can imagine that. So stick around. Let's go ahead and get started. Before we get started here, I wanted to go ahead and send out a quick disclaimer. All the gear that you see in every single one of my videos and in all my video reviews is bought and paid for with my own money. I am not being sponsored by anybody whatsoever to do any type of reviews whatsoever on any of the gear that you see in my videos. My channel is agenda free. I do not accept any type of items unless they are looking for an honest to God review. So everything you see here has an honest to God review from my own experiences. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get this started here. So the first thing we want to go ahead and do is we're going to chop up about half an onion. Since it's only me that's going to be eating this tonight, we're going to go ahead and chop that up. So I'm going to go ahead and slice this guy in half. Making sure I save my fingers here, and I'm going to go ahead and peel it. Then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and take my knife and take the nut off of the onion. And this guy's going to go directly in the trash can. While I'm going to go ahead and chop up this onion here, I'm going to go ahead and fire up my skillet. We're going to do a cast iron. And in case you're wondering, the cast iron skillet in question is from Lodge. And then we've also got ourselves a cast iron gamal, and that's typical. And this is used typically when you're doing tortillas. So what I want to go ahead and do is I want to go ahead and kind of slice down a little bit, try to keep the onion together. And as you can see, my onion kind of tore apart. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is lightly chop this down. There we go. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and let the pan warm up a little bit. Once this pan gets warmed up, we're going to throw in some butter. Then we're going to use some Jimmy Dean all natural sausage. So while the pan's kind of getting warm up here, I'm going to go ahead and take a knife here. Oh, actually, never mind, I didn't have to. Sometimes with these kind of sausage packages, you normally have to cut this little guy off right here. I don't know what to tell you, but for some strange reason I was in the mood for having breakfast this morning. For dinner tonight. Couldn't decide like what I wanted to make. All of a sudden I watched a video of a bushcraft breakfast, and I thought, you know what? That actually sounds pretty good for dinner tonight. So I decided to go ahead and do this. Alright, this pan is actually starting to warm up. I'm going to go ahead and crank the heat up just a little bit more. Just to make sure that that comes out nice and even here for us. And with our knife, go ahead and grab a towel here. We're going to go ahead and clean this off. We're going to try to do a couple of these videos every now and then here at home versus being out in the woods. But if you guys are interested in seeing me cook something like this up in the woods, either at camp or sometimes when I go to my spots to do my reviews, you know, let me know in the comments below, and I'll be glad to do this video again in the woods this time. Okay, it's starting to go ahead and warm up here a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and take our knife, another knife. I don't want to use that one. I'm going to go ahead and use the small one here. I'm going to take about some butter. I'm going to go ahead and let that warm up. I'm going to let this melt down. Gonna kind of move it around just a little bit. Put the knife down. Gonna get our wood spoon here. And this is just regular unsalted butter. And what we're going to go ahead and do, once it gets down to the consistency where I like it, that's actually starting to look pretty good. We're going to go ahead and throw our onions out. Going to kind of go ahead and saute those a little bit here. Keep stirring them. Don't try to let them burn. It's up to you as to how you like onions. Personally, I don't mind. I'm usually a bigger fan of crispy onions or onion rings. But in this case, for this particular recipe, it's pretty simple. And next we're going to go ahead and while those onions are cooking, we're going to go ahead and throw in our Jimmy Dean sausage. This is an all-natural sausage. Came out pretty good. I'm going to season this up too a little bit. I can already hear some people say right now, perhaps in the comments below, or just in their head, saying you should cook your sausage first before you start doing the onions, or you should do the onions first before you start doing your sausage. You cook it your way, I'll cook it my way. I've honestly done this both ways before, and it works. I'm going to go ahead and break that down here. I've got my gamal on medium heat, and I can actually see the steam coming up from the gamal. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that down. Whoops. Get back in there. No onion left behind. No onion left behind. It's starting to smell good. I can already smell the flavors coming directly from the sausage. I'm going to go ahead and kind of mix this up a little bit. I'll bring you guys back in a few minutes. We'll move on to the next ingredients. Alright, let's try this again. So I've got my sausages down to about a nice brown now. It is starting to look good. A couple little paper pieces of the garlic. Of the onion. Onion is starting to come a little bit loose, which is good, and that's what I want. Just kind of taking some of the big pieces out. Next thing I'm going to go and add in here, I'm going to add my eggs. I got 3 eggs I'm going to mix into this. I don't think it'll be enough. May have to maybe add in there 1 more egg at least. All I'm going to do now is just kind of stir this in. You know what? I think I am going to add 1 more egg. What the heck? Maybe 2 more eggs just to be on the safe side. I want to make sure that this meat is covered up with the egg. You got some onions, you got some sausage, you got some eggs. I'm going to add 2 more ingredients to this. This particular one is optional. If you want to use it, by all means, go for it. If not, that's up to you. But I've got some Oscar Mayer recipe pieces bacon bits. Gotta have bacon. Whoops. Damn desiccation package. I don't like those things. And the next thing I'm going to add, not yet though, I want to go ahead and get the bacon bits mixed in first. I'm going to throw some Mexican cheese on, some 4-piece Mexican cheese on here. This has Monterey Jack or Suero, cheddar, quesadilla cheese mix. A couple different things I can do with this. I can add the cheese now, or I can wait. I gotta try a little bit of this. This looks good. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. Oh, that's good. That is good. We're going to go ahead and turn the heat down on our stove to low. Now if you're cooking over a fire, You need to make sure you learn how to regulate your heat, how it distributes. Make sure you get it nice and even. I'm going to go and throw a tortilla. I'm going to make this into burritos. But you can taste the flavors, the garlic salt, the garlic powder, the pepper, the bacon, the meat, the onions, the egg. I originally started off with 3 eggs, but then I threw in 2 more in there just for the hell of it, and I'll tell you, that made a difference. That made a huge difference. This is looking good. Especially with the bacon bits. Now, if you're going to bring just regular bacon with you and you're by yourself, one thing you can do, go ahead and do, you can go ahead and cook all the bacon, maybe about for one day for breakfast, but not eat it all. Just like leave maybe like a couple of pieces out, like about 5 or 6. Usually bacon comes in a 10-pack, so eat about 4 pieces of bacon with your dinner, with your breakfast I mean. And then the other 6, what you do is you take a cutting board, take a knife, chop them up, and then go ahead and put that into your next breakfast meal. This is one mean burrito. Breakfast burritos for dinner tonight instead of for breakfast. Alright, that looks good. What do you guys say we give this a try, huh? Oh my God. Oh man. You can taste the sausage. It's not burnt. It's not crispy. You can definitely taste the onion. I didn't burn the onions, which is what I wanted. I did not want burnt onions. The bacon bits, the extra amount of egg that I put in there, and of course the cheese just kind of blends it all together. Almost forgot one important thing. Great Basin Outlaw Ale Bill Milk Stout. Good way to wash it down. That's a good combination right there. That is good. That is really good. Obviously, if you don't have tortillas with you, you're gonna have to make them in the woods. But if you have something else like bannock, or even just some slices of bread with you, that can also work too. came out really good though. There's still plenty here for me to make a couple more burritos. I am really hungry. I didn't have a big enough lunch today, so I'm gonna probably eat all this tonight. Maybe, I'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little video here of a bushcraft breakfast for dinner. I know it's not something you guys usually like to see, especially if I want to do this out in the woods, but I'll tell you what though, if you guys want me to try this recipe out in the woods someday, leave me a comment down below and let me know you want me to go ahead and do this recipe out in the woods so you can see what I do, and I'll be glad to do it for you. As always guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. And don't forget to click on the bell icon to be notified of new videos. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Now go outside and have an adventure. Later. Oh.